The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry for Raheem Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running the counter with Mostert. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He got 29 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Mostert. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Dobbins, touchdown, Baltimore. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st down, Mahomes locates Hardman for another catch. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Jackson's throw taken in here by Jackson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On second down, Mostert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Raheem Mostert punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down, here's Mostert again. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On second down, Jackson able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So backed up to the 6 now, third and goal. Jackson now. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Being chased out left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
To throw is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
53 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Now Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 22, Jackson rolling to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
This time Jackson will throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 42 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's Mostert, toss left side.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Nicole Hardman
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs are able to claw one back. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The up man will take it right around the 16.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I'd go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jimmy Graham. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Watch 18. 18's the line. Down for this one. Mike 18. Mike 18. Oh, you got deep.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ronald Jones from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Open man is Duvernay.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Out to his left.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Give him 30 yards there. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
He's going to let it fly, and that is incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Mahomes.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining. One final try for Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now they send a man in motion right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the